In June, the Design and Engineering Technology Bureau Sovelmash was preparing to launch the first batches of serial products. An important step was taken towards the production of the angle grinder. More than 5,000 sets of stator and rotor cores, ranging in size from 30 to 70 millimeters, were manufactured. These are components for electric motors installed in angle grinder by Sovelmash. The stamp stacks were sent to the Quality Control Department. This was preceded by the setup of the crank slider press and the mastering of the process for stamping electrical steel, with the help of a specialist from China. After stamping the parts for the angle grinder, the die was replaced. The die for manufacturing the stator segments of the Motile quadcopter motor was installed. A foaming plate was designed and produced for the die casting setup used to cast the squirrel cage of the Motile motor. The facility has been equipped with new machinery, indicating a large-scale expansion of production capacity. A cold-heading machine delivered, produced shafts and axles for motors at a rate of 6 pieces per second. This is a high output for serial production equipment. Commissioning and setup work was carried out on the new vertical milling machine. It is intended for making tooling that will be used with larger equipment. It can also be used to manufacture small batch product runs. The commissioning of the nitrogen station has been completed. The station is fully operational and consumers are connected to it. At DETB, preparations were underway for product testing, including the angle grinder. A dust test chamber, climate chamber, and vibration test stand were purchased and delivered. New workstations were set up for intermediate product inspection. Negotiations with potential customers of LLC Sovelmash products took place almost daily in June. The process of obtaining the certificate of completion for the construction of DETB continued. LLC Sovelmash made revisions to the high-polygon 3D model of the architectural and urban planning solution and again began waiting for approval regulatory authorities. Key partners and investors in the project from Mozambique and the Republic of South Africa visited DETB to see firsthand what has been built with the investors' money. Alexander Sudarev gave them a tour of the enterprise and answered all their questions. In particular, guests learned when DETB would begin operations and cooperate with African countries. Meanwhile, the project is developing actively in Africa. In June, Solar Group conducted a tour of conferences and meetings in 3 African countries. Such events were held for the first time in each country. Their success exceeded all expectations. On the 7th of June, a conference was held in Angola. More than 120 interested participants gathered, most of whom were newcomers. On the 14th of June, the debut Solar Group conference took place in Mozambique. Event in Maputo brought together over 200 participants, including a representative from country's Ministry of Economy. From the 19th of June to 23, the company held a series of local events in the Republic of South Africa. Meetings with investors, partners, and new participants were held in 4 cities: Durban, Matatiele, East London, and Pretoria. More than 500 guests from South Africa, as well as Zimbabwe and Lesotho, participated in these events. Each event had its own unique atmosphere and a high level of organization. Finally, on the 28th of June, the company's largest conference in Africa took place in Johannesburg. Over 500 guests attended: partners, investors, new participants, business people, and officials. Speakers included Solar Group executives Sergei Semenov and Pavel Filipov, as well as Andrei Lobov, director of the production cooperative Resource, and leading partners in South Africa. The conference was held at the highest level and in a vibrant atmosphere. We will tell you more about it, so stay tuned for updates.